Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you a full list of all the Collectrons, from the worst to the best. I do own them all. If you are missing some, most likely, sooner or later, you will be able to get them through Atom Shop. When? This we never know. But they do appear there. The old season Collectrons, the other old Atom Shop Collectrons, the new Collectrons, and Santatron most likely soon will appear for free. No sponsor. Just a quick announcement from G Fuel. It's time for Black Friday. It's a BOGO sale. And even better, those are limited edition blacklight tabs. Yeah, it's cool. I absolutely don't need it. And I want it. So check it out yourself. Link in description. And I have only one Collectron in tier C. The worst possible in my opinion. There's no lower. Like every Collectron will help you out with something. But one is absolutely the worst. So I have them in tier C, B, A, and absolute best, the Super Collectron in tier S. So the worst one is the one that you can see. Autominer. And the reason for that, it's because it's collecting ore. And why you don't want ore? You need resources to smelt the ore in order to use it for anything. It does not collect anything else particularly useful, so therefore Autominer Collectron is tier C, the worst one we can currently have. And for those of you that are new to the Collectrons, if you are looking for a particular look into your Collectron, you can choose whichever one you like and still use a different scavenging option. So you have this terminal and you can swap it to whatever is good. So I'm not judging the look of Collectron, but what option this particular Collectron is unlocking for you. So this Collectron unlocks Scavenge Ore subroutine. You need to buy a Collectron to unlock option. I do own them all, so I have all the options. But now, next on the list. Oh, and if you need a little bit of help, I have this Collectron list with what they are extracting. A little bit outdated, and I marked this stuff on the green. I will give you a original link to the list without anything marked as it was. As this is produced by the Plan Collectors Discord, and it is a little bit outdated. The newest ones are not here, but on my list I will be talking about every Collectron, even those that are not on this handy list. So, regular Scavenger Collectron Station. This one is tier B. It's useful, it's bring you some junk, you can scrap it, you can use it in Scrapbox, and that's about it. Next in tier B is Boss Collectron Station. It is harvesting some stuff. And worth to mention here that Boss Collectron can scavenge ballistic fiber, which is good. And some sugar bombs, but look how long is the list. It's a downside. So long list means that he will bring a lot of useless stuff. And only very rarely a good stuff. Otherwise, it will made it to tier A. Then we have Scavenging Station Goldbot, again tier B. It is the same as regular Scavenger bot, just additionally will bring you some gold that unfortunately we're not talking about gold bullion, the gold scrap, that is not super valuable in Fallout universe. Then we have Red Rocket Collectron Station, still tier B. Unfortunately, the stuff, as you can see here, automotive parts, none of those are super needed for anything. And are heavier than regular scrap, so will hold a little bit less. Not great, tier B. Then another tier B, it's a Fetch Collectron, and both Fetch Collectrons will be the same. They do offer slightly different look. One is Junkyard, one is regular. But none of them is bringing anything particularly good. It's just regular junk, tier B. And now we are jumping into tier A. We have Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron. A really cool, good looking Collectron. Unfortunately not as good to make it to tier S for what it's gathering, as this Collectron has very limited options for Nuka-Cola, not even all of them, and in addition it's collecting ultracite and nuclear waste scrap, which are not very much needed. But all the cola that he will harvest, this is great. If you like cola, it's great, so it's A. Oh, and I'm not sure if I mentioned silver Collectron. It's the same as gold Collectron, so it was in tier B. I think I didn't mention it. They both in tier B. Just silver scrap instead of gold scrap doesn't really make a difference. Then, next in tier A, Fastnacht Collectron Station. This personally I really like because of several items it will harvest for you. The harvesting option, it's called Fastnacht Treats, and it will harvest for you a lot of food and alcohol items, but important one, quite often it will bring sugar bombs, which are really good and needed for crafting, at least for me. So that's why it's making 2A. Next we have Raider Collectron Station, making it to tier A. And don't forget, some of the Collectrons have more than one harvesting option, and usually one is good, one is terrible, and that's the case as well with Raider Collectron Station, as it will be tier B if you choose just ammo and some weapons, but if you choose to collect chems and alcohol, it does gather a huge selection of chems and alcohols, including some useful ones, some very useful ones, and some ingredients to craft a useful ones. So if you are a heavy chem user in Fallout 76, this Collectron is absolutely tier A for you. And then we are jumping to tier S, absolutely exceptional at something. So first, Communist Collection Station. It as well comes with two options to harvest, and one of those options is Proletariat. This is S tier because there is a lot of food. All of this food is useful, but cave fungus soup, and tater soup are unique food items, giving poison resistance that cannot be obtained in the game by any other means but by this Collectron. So that's why it's making it to tier S. It will bring you items you cannot get otherwise, and poison resistance is very handy. As well as all the food and regular stuff he will harvest that is useful. Then we have famous Santatron. It is absolutely tier S, especially during Holiday Scourge event that is coming every December. So it will be here. And why is it tier S? Two reasons for that. First, during the event it will collect gifts, and you can build Santatrons in workshops. So you can collect insane amount of gifts. And on top of that, it is bringing sugar bombs from time to time that you need and are valuable. So I will definitely go for Santatron to have it in your collection, especially that it's always free. Every time the Santa's coming, December coming, Santatron is free in Atom Shop. So grab it next time it appears. And lastly, the last one in tier S, Nuka-Cola Collection Station, the regular one. Why the regular one? Way better loot table. Regular Nuka-Cola Collection Station, as you can see in here, will collect you basically almost every Nuka-Cola type. And there is no rubbish apart from Nuka-Cola empty bottles. But there is no other rubbish, only good Nuka-Cola, and combined with the fact that so often you have daily challenges to collect some Nuka-Colas or to drink some Nuka-Colas, and that Nuka-Cola is basically delicious. You want to have it in your collection if possible. And that will conclude the list of all Collectrons and their tier. Just make sure whatever Collectron you place, set a harvesting option to what you actually need. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.